everybody. Thanks for joining me. Who's ready to laugh? Let's get this thing started, shall we? Apparently, Kim Jong-un is in bad shape. Yeah, it's being reported that his health took a major turn for the worse after a recent heart surgery. Apparently, terrible haircuts can cause heart problems. Hey, if Kim Jong-un dies, who do you think they'll get to run Korea next? Courtney Jong-un? Chloe Jong-un? Kendall Jong-un? Only time will tell. So everybody's still talking about this novel coronavirus. Novel coronavirus this, novel coronavirus that. So people are talking about it, and I'm like thinking, novel coronavirus? What is this, a book? I gotta read this thing. Well, considering what's happening in New York right now, I think that's one book that's not gonna be on the New York Times bestseller list. Down in Times Square, the people are like, we're squarely on the side of we don't have time for this. New York's called the Big Apple, right? People are like, that virus is one worm. We don't want to make a home in us. I can imagine Seinfeld and George standing outside the restaurant waiting for their order. And Seinfeld is just like, what's the deal with pandemics? So yeah, everything's closed and getting canceled because of coronavirus. The only thing that's not getting canceled because of coronavirus? The TV dramedy God Friended Me. That got canceled because it's awful. So Australia is providing free healthcare to workers whose kids are unexpectedly out of school right now because of the coronavirus. The catch? The people watching the kids are all descendants of criminals. Good day, mate. Not such a good day if my kid gets murdered by the person who's supposed to be taking care of him. Someone murders my kid, I'm going to take him out back and kill them. So I got my $1,200 stimulus check the other day. Yeah, and I immediately blew it on one trip to Whole Foods. Whole Foods? More like whole stimulus check. So I don't know if you heard about this, but the British Open got canceled because of the coronavirus. British Open? More like British closed. Speaking of things being closed, some Trump supporters are holding demonstrations. They're protesting that America should open back up. Meanwhile, back in D.C., Donald Trump's trying to get his daughter Ivanka's legs to open up. Speaking of Trump, Trump signed an executive order suspending immigration to the U.S. because of coronavirus. Yeah, the order goes into effect just as soon as his next mail-order bride from Eastern Europe arrives. And finally, 80s hair metal rockers Motley Crue canceled all dates on their 2020 tour. Well, there goes the hairspray industry. I hope you sold your Aquanet stock. Okay, that's all. Thanks for listening.